Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Pilipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Pilipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
You know what I love about Filipinas Live? I can watch me. Filipinas Live lets me watch in different angles. No. I'm referring to the multicam feature. It allows me to chat with the other viewers too, which means I can read your comments too. Come on, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just games, there's original content too. And that is Filipinas Love. Filipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Pilipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Pilipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
You know what I love about Filipinas Live? I can watch me. Filipinas Live lets me watch in different angles. No. I'm referring to the multicam feature. It allows me to chat with the other viewers too, which means I can read your comments too. Come on, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just games, there's original content too. And that is Filipinas Love. Filipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Pilipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Pilipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
Naghahabulan na, nagkakarambola na sa ating mga standings. We're about to end the elimination round of the Philippine Cup. And these teams need to get some wins to make it to the next round. They have to strive to survive, especially Blackwater. It's on the edge right now. Pitong sunod-sunod na pagkatalo, looking to bounce back. But Ginebra, coming off a win against Phoenix, looking to start a winning streak. I'm trying to go that together with Coach Ryan Gregorio. Coach Ray, ibang-iba yung kapalaran nitong dalawang to in the past few years. The Blackwater has been struggling to make the playoffs. Ginebra is always in the thick of things. But ngayon, medyo mababa ang kartada ng Ginebra.
3-4 itong Barangay Ginebra, pero maraming nakamiss dito sa kupunan na ito. The last time they played was way back almost a month ago. That was against the Fuel Masters, November 16, yung huli nilang laban. But tama yung nabanggit mo na medyo mas delikado itong kartada ngayon ng Blackwater. They're 1-7 right now. So pag natalo sila rito, mahihirapan na silang makaangat. Alam naman natin ang tournament format natin. The bottom 4 teams will not make it past the elimination round. The top 4 teams will have a twice-to-beat advantage against the middle 4. Where is Ginebra at this point? Nandun sila sa may ilalim at 3-4, but they still have 4 games left. They go up against Blackwater tonight, against Terra a few days from now, tapos Rain or Shine, tapos Titan. So at least yung tatlo ron, medyo hindi rin maganda yung kanilang win-loss mark. So pwede talaga umarangkada ng gusto itong Barangay Ginebra.
That's right. And speaking of arangkada, they can get on this streak, no? Pwedeng tumuloy-tuloy na sapagkat nanalo sila against Phoenix in that last ball game. Convincing yung final score. Phoenix pumalag naman kahit papano. But Ginebra made sure in the end game that they would pull away.
Offensively, mataas itong naging score nitong Barangay Ginebra. They scored a total of 102. They've been struggling from the offensive side of things, only averaging 89 points per ball game, number 12 in the league. But against Phoenix, they shot well from the three-point area, also from the perimeter. They had more points compared to the Fuel Masters. Starter scoring plus 21. Biggest lead, they went up by as many as 18. But of course, for Barangay, defense is always given premium. They're the best in terms of points allowed, limiting their opponents to just 86 points per game.
At na-withstand nila yung barrage ni Richie Rivero sa game na yun, no, for Phoenix. But this was the main man para sa kanila scoring-wise. RJ Barrientos is a point guard, but he can also be a points guard when needed.
Oh, the future is today. Alam naman natin, napakabata pa ni RJ Barrientos, but he is now the leading scorer for this team, averaging 15.5 points per ball game. And in that particular game, he was unconscious. He scored 10 out of his 25 big points in the first quarter alone. Was 4 out of 7 for 57% from the three-point area. And not only that, he shot perfectly from the line, 9 out of 9, and also had 3 rebounds and 4 assists. If there was one thing that he needs to improve on, it's really his 3-point shooting, because prior to that game, he was only averaging 30% from the 3-point area. Yung 57% na yun, napakataas yun para kay RJ Abarientos.
At napakaswerte ni RJ Abarientos dahil meron siyang backstop, meron siyang rest back, katulad ni Scottie Thompson doing all the dirty work, just being Scottie Thompson, a former MVP in this league. A double-double for Scottie Thompson. If you look at his numbers, we've seen him do better. But he brings it every ball game, and he really helps his team.
Oh, defense has always been a constant dito sa game ni Scottie Thompson. If he scores a lot of points, that means he's really in sync. It's been an up and down confidence for him. Very slow start ang kanyang panimula dito sa konferensyang ito. Bad news for the opposition. Look at his explosion. He had 19 points on a respectable clip from the field. That is 8 out of 14. 10 rebounds plus 6 assists. If there's one thing that he needs to improve on, you will be surprised with this number, brother. 5 out of 10 from the free throw line, only 41%. So kailangan yan mag-improve para naman tumaas ang tsansa nitong Barangay Ginebra na makapanalo dito sa ating konferensya.
And you know Scottie will work on that department. Talagang sisikapin niya. Punta muna tayo kay Eileen C. at courtside. Eileen?
Gentlemen, good evening. Despite having a number of players and their coaching staff double for Gilas duties, tuloy pa rin ang programa ng Barangay Ginebra para sa PBA. Ika nga ni Coach Richard Del Rosario with the team headed by Coach Olsen here in the Philippines. Tuloy pa rin ang kanilang conditioning because they are now playing at a faster pace compared to the start of the conference, and they plan to keep this going. Good news din na nagkaroon na sila ng 1 week to prepare for this game as they resume team training on December 4. Kaya naman ang concern na lang ni Coach Richard is being game ready. As he says, almost 3 weeks kami hindi naglaro, and with the stakes as high, napaka-importante that we keep our rhythm and balance our offensive contributions with the bench stepping up too. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks so much, Eileen, para sa report na yun. Tungkol sa Barangay Ginebra, and then, of course, they're going up against Blackwater. It's been a tough run for Blackwater, 7 straight losses. That last one coming against Phoenix just couple of days ago, actually. Coach Wright, tayo rin ang nag-cover ng huling game ng Blackwater dito rin sa Inares Antipolo. They tried, but they just fell short.
Oh, there is no doubt that they compete every single time. The problem is they only play for 44 minutes. Yung last 4 minutes, parati silang naiiwanan. Same story against the Fuel Masters. They were outscored in the final quarter, lost eventually by 8 points, shot miserably from the field, only 40%. Badly out-rebounded by the Fuel Masters. Also points inside the paint. Medyo lugi sila ron. But of course, for Coach Jeffrey Coriaso, what he's trying to do is makita lang yung improvement ng kanyang kupunan at lalong-lalo na ng kanyang mga individual players.
That's right. So we're gonna hear for the starting fives mula kay Jay De La Cruz here at Inares Antipolo.
For Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Point guard is the 46 season's most valuable player from Digo City, Davao del Sur, number 9, Scottie Thompson. Shooting guard from Las Piñas City, number 2, Jeremiah Gray. Small forward is the 48 season's Rookie of the Year from Angeles City, Pampanga, number 14, Stephen Holtz. Power forward is a 4-time All-Star from Amulok, Cagayan, number 1, Troy Rosario. And at center is a 5-time mythical team member from Saswan, Pampanga, number 25, Japet Aguilar. Coaching Barangay Ginebra is Tim Cone. It is time to meet the starters for the Blackwater Bossing. Point guard is the 3rd overall pick in this season's draft from Mabini, Batangas, number 9, Dal Panopio. Shooting guard is the leading scorer among rookies last season from Batangas, number 2, Cedric Beerfield. Small forward from San Mateo Rizal, number 14, Troy Malilin. Power forward is the team's leading local rebounder last season from City of San Fernando, Pampanga, number 25, Christian David. And at center from Orani, Bataan, number 8, Bedwin Quinto. Coaching the Bossing is Jeff Cariaso. Game officials are Mike.
Officials for this game, Mike Flordeliza, Jerry Narandan, Ovid Arlegui, and Kenny Halig. And of starters for Coach Tim Cone. Parang all-star lineup yan. Of course, for Blackwater, this is the same starting lineup as the last game that they had. Cedric Bearfield, of course, all eyes on him. His performance will be up front. Pag tingnan natin ang performance ng Blackwater at sila unang possession sa ating laban. Nakaputi ito Blackwater, the Reds fighting red naman itong Ginebra. Here's Dalf Panopio soon to travel to go to the Southeast Asian Games and represent the Philippines in 5-on-5 basketball. Troy Malilin misses from the right corner. And ang mga records nila, 1-7 ang Blackwater. As we said, they won their first game, lost their next 7. 3-4 naman ang Barangay Ginebra. Scotty kicks it to Japet. Jumper, perimeter, in and out. The veteran who recently, supposedly, coach, retired from Gilas duty, but you never know.
No, not yet, Japet. You're definitely needed pa rin. And Coach Tim Cohn was very confident na pag kinailangan niya itong si Japet, ready pa rin naman yan.
That's right. And Cedric Bearfield begins the scoring with a three-pointer. Now, this is really good for Coach Jeff Carriazo sapagkat it took Bearfield a few minutes to get going sa huling laban nila. Ngayon, unang foul pa lang, pasok na.
They can play good music together. Panopio, who's a very good facilitator, can actually set the table offensively. So mawawala ngayon yung pang focus ngayon ni Bearfield na magbibigay pa siya sa kanyang mga kampe. He can just focus on scoring pagkasabay na si Dalf Panopio.
Here's Holt naman, umatake dire-diretso inside the paint. And he draws a foul. 2 free throws for Stephen Holt.
But itong si
they're clarifying something with Coach Tim Cohn. Ano? May sinasabi si Holt, tapos Troy was answering, and then so they run to Coach Tim. Ano ba talaga, Coach? Diba?
Usually matchup yan. Kasi minsan, hindi naman nagsa-start itong si Dalf Panopio. Ang nagsa-start as point guard para rito sa Blackwater, itong si Bearfield. So medyo nagka-adjustment itong starting lineup ni Coach Jeffrey Carriazo. So sinigurado lang ng mga players na hindi sila mawawala sa kanilang assignment.
I correct myself. Actually, hindi nga pa na nag-start si Panopio that last ball game. Right? He's the one who did not. So now he's starting today. The other 4 did start in that game. Cedric Bearfield. Now it's Panopio. The perimeter jumper, up and in, but
Oh, this guy has a reliable perimeter jump shot. If you leave him open, kayang-kaya niya talaga makashoot dun sa range. And even from the three-point area, I've seen it time and again. He's a 36% shooter from Rainbow Country.
Naka 2 out of 4 naman siya sa laban nila kontra sa Phoenix from Rainbow Country. Troy Rosario likes shooting threes, but that's off target. Here's Cedric. Sees the opening, umatake, lefty layup is good.
And every time this guy plays, it is must-see TV because of his ability to put the ball down and just find a way to score on a high percentage layup, not just using his right, pati yung kaliwa, napakadali para rito kay Bearfield.
Now he's playing some defense on Scotty. The pass goes to Jeremiah Gray. Naki Holt na ngayon. Troy. Lots of movement. The jumper from the keyhole. Too strong for Troy Rosario. Rebound kinuha ni Dalf Panopio. Panopio now. Goes behind his back into the paint. He'll try that layup. And he gets it to drop as well.
Oh, such a sensational start here for Blackwater. Outscoring Barangay Ginebra 9-1 in the opening minutes of the first quarter. And that forced the hand of Coach Tim Cohn to call a quick timeout.
Come on, get in front of somebody, stay in front of somebody. All right? And if you're coming down the floor, talk to each other on who's got who. You gave them off this team.
Be surprised. They're going to commit now a little bit harder. So that's where guys got to be available. Right? Be available, Brad. Wherever you are, you got to continue to seal. Don't let your guy help. Okay, all right?
Your teammate, somebody went baseline, be open right here. The course.
Okay, good. So stay active. Keep the testing.
The number 3 pick sa huling PBA draft. This guy, Dalf Panopio. He's from Cal State Bakersfield in the US NCAA. Ito yung mga numero niya in that last ball game. As I mentioned, 2 out of 4 from 3-point land. Coach Rai. But Dalf, you know, he's a star on the rise, and he will be playing in the Southeast Asian Games.
And it was not a wasted pick for Blackwater. This guy can play at a very high level. A former Division 1 player in the US NCAA. He played over 27 minutes in their previous game. Was actually plus 17. He's averaging 10.1 attempts per ball game. Probably he has to increase that dahil okay naman ang kanyang field goal percentage. I talked about that, 36% from the three-point area. And you know that this guy can set the table, can find open teammates, and can also be a threat when he wants to shoot.
Meron kayo dadagdag, Eileen?
Gentlemen, counting down to their last 3 elimination round games this conference, siniguro ni Coach Jeff Cariaso na maintindihan ng kanyang players that their current standings should not in any way affect their treatment of the game. Ika nga niya, the goal now is consistent progression, so kinakailangan nila mastring ang 4 solid quarters, something he feels like he hasn't seen all conference long. Dagdag pa niya, 2 things have been hurting us, our turnovers and our inferior scoring. So yan ang kanyang babantayan today, given the good news that both Abri Prater and Dalf Panobio leave for the SEA Games tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. and therefore will be available to join Blackwater in this game today. To you.
Thanks a lot for that, Eileen. And Dalf Panobio, one of the guys you mentioned, attacks the basket, draws a foul, but actually, Coach Jeff, echoing what Coach Ryan already mentioned earlier, you got to play the full 48, and he recognizes that. It's a matter of just getting your guys to get on the same page.
That is correct, and that is something that is lacking here in the previous games of Blackwater, just competing from the opening buzzer up to the end. But so far, good start for them, something that they were not able to do in their previous game. They were outscored in the first quarter, but now look at the score, 8-point advantage for the Bossing.
Pass goes to Gray. He hit a jumper a couple of plays ago. Down to 8, nakaagaw si Panopio. Holt trying to play hard defense on him. He still kept his dribble. Passes all the way to Bearfield. Bearfield to Malilin. 10 seconds pa sa kanilang shot clock. Bearfield now will make his move. Takes a 3, that's going to be short. Nakuha ni Stephen Holt. 8-point lead for the Bossing. Jeremiah Gray on the move. The reach in from Bearfield results in a foul.
Just the first personal foul against Cedric Bearfield, and also just the second team foul for Blackwater. Again, a very slow start for Barangay Ginebra. Only 3 points to show so far.
Ito si Scotty goes to Jeremiah Gray. Jumper na yan kanina. Susubok ulit. And he gets that one to go. Plus may foul pa. They're gonna review what kind of foul tatawagin sa play na yun. But the basket is counted already. And it's a 3.
Landing spot, that's what we're trying to look at.
Hirap talaga eh. It's really tough to defend a shot that way. You know, the tendency is to lunge forward. And then the shooter is also coming in. And then your feet meet. Regular foul lang.
Just a regular foul, but actually up to now, I still cannot make the call whether it's a reckless closeout, landing infraction, or just a regular foul. But it's good news for Blackwater, and also good news for Barangay Ginebra. 3-point shot, completed 4-point play for Jeremiah Gray to increase their output to 7 points. They're only down by 4.
Yung bad news dyan para sa Blackwater, 2 personal fouls sa si Cedric Bearfield. Napakaaga pa lang sa ating laban. 11-7, the lead down to 4. Bradwin kicks to the corner. Can Malilin hit this? No, too strong. Stephen Holt. You get the feeling, Coach Ryan, Stephen Holt sometimes is really holding himself back from being his usual self dito sa Ginebra.
Yes, he is a consummate team player, but there are times they have to understand, together with Scotty Thompson, before they can just focus on defense or just get smart shots. But because of the absence of Malonzo and even Hanisi, their numbers have to increase on the offensive end. They have to put points inside the rim because it's just so different. The type of team Barangay Ginebra is at this point is just totally different from the previous conferences.
Tama yun. Pass, look at that nice cut and then the jam. from Troy Malilin, the baseline cut, and they found him.
Spectacular execution out of that baseline or sideline out of bounds play. That is something that Blackwater needs to do consistently.
Oh, that's a three. Para kay Stephen Holt. A bit too strong, but he decided to drop anyway.
And we just talked about him. Probably he saw that his team is down by 6 points. Might as well take my first shot from the three-point area and hit the bottom of the rim.
Grabe impact ito sa Stephen Holt coming over from that Terra Firma team with that trade, no? And then he really came in and has performed on both ends of the floor. Panopio will try a three. It drops as well.
Parehong awa, parehong three-pointer. Nagsagutan si Holt, pati na rin itong si Dolph Panopio, who now has 9 points across his name.
And a 6-point lead para sa kanyang koponan. We're almost halfway through quarter one here at Inares Antipolo. Troy, the pass to Japet, and he puts it in, and he's fouled as well. 3-point play opportunity para kay Japet Aguilar na he's back to his original hairstyle dito sa PBA. Bago siya, ganyan eh.
Yes.
Tapos nag-iba-iba eh. Yung buhok niya may braids pa at one point. Tapos minsan parang medyo afro.
Pa minsan.
Oo.
We were talking about the execution of Blackwater earlier, and now perfect execution of that high-low play to break the zone defense of Blackwater. High was itong si Troy, and the low guy was Aguilar. That has been the problem of Blackwater. Kulang talaga sila sa malalaki. Pag pumasok si Abu Tratter, medyo makakasabay na sila dito sa height ng Barangay Ginebra.
He'll be in before long, but it's a missed free throw from Japet. The lead is 4. Kabilang corner ba? Too strong naman para kay Dolph. Scotty up ahead to Holt. Holt trying to push it. White shirts are there. Troy inside the Japet. He'll turn, put it up. It will not drop. Fighting for it. He hits the deck. Nasa puti na yung bola. Japet on the ground. Bradwin trying to pick him up. 4-on-4 ang labanan. Nag-join na rin si Bradwin. Cruz Dumont! Too much spin on that layup. It rolled out. Here comes Holt. Goes behind his back. To the trailer, Jeremiah Gray, and that's short on the 4. Up ahead, can Malilin field this? Yes, he does. Throws it off. Troy Rosario, so yung magtokayo, medyo naging kwentro doon. And smart move from Troy Malilin.
Not enough real estate that time. Had to throw it dun sa legs ni Troy Rosario. Abu Tratter, probably the best back-to-the-basket player para dito sa Blackwater. If there's one thing lacking dun sa offensive attack nitong Blackwater, kulang talaga sila sa points inside the paint, and they're hoping that Abu Tratter can provide them.
Played a really, really good game kontra sa Phoenix. Maganda ang kanyang pinakita ron. He was very aggressive from the get-go. Mula nung pagtanggap niya ng unang pasa sa kanya, he was attacking, went to the line several times, and it really looked like he was enjoying sa game na yun.
The numbers don't lie also, partner, because before that game, he was only averaging 9.3 points per ball game. But in that particular game, he had a 17-point performance, his best probably in 5 seasons, to be honest with you. And not only that, you know that this guy is shooting at a very high clip, 58%. Inside the paint, he's not gonna shoot a lot of threes. He knows what he can do. So ang importante lang, dapat may touches siya.
2 missed free throws, however, mula kay Troy Malilin. Couldn't extend the lead. It's still at 4. 5-minute mark ng ating quarter 1. Rosario goes to Gray. Gray has not been gun shy. They go to Japet. Abu Tratter nakabantay sa kanya. Inside to Scotty. Scotty against Cruz Dumont. And Scotty, he's not a big man, but he can do that at the post.
Especially because of his ability to read who his defender is. Up against a rookie, does not know how to play post defense. Look at that, it's just so easy for him to get that pass. One dribble, turned a little bit, a little jump hook, foul, and then end one opportunity for Scotty. And he completes it. So after being down by as many as 8, don't look now, Barangay Ginebra only staring at a 1-point deficit.
4 minutes and 45 to go. Strong start for Blackwater, but right now Ginebra has righted the ship. Malapit na rin sila. Christian David, quiet so far on offense. Panopio. Trotter right now, he'll take the 18-footer. That's a bit short para kay Abu. Scotty Thompson, chance to take the lead for Ginebra. They go to Jeremiah Gray. Decides not to take it. Here's Holt. Lots of time on that shot clock. Gray, balik kay Scotty. Scotty on the move. Hooks it over to Troy. What a pass from Thompson.
beautiful connection. Scotty Thompson to Troy Rosario. And for the very first time, Barangay Ginebra is up in this ball game.
Scotty will lull you, no? With what he's doing. Suddenly he's passing to a teammate. Cruz Dumont missing the jumper on the rebound play. Red shirts take it. Nice effort from Scotty to tap it from out of bounds. He trails the play. Kay Troy ngayon, inabot kay Holt. Holt, jumper, just inside the three-point line. That's off target. Blackwater looking to regain the upper hand. Cruz Dumont swings it to Panopio. Now with Tratter, but he's a bit far from the basket, out of his range. Ito si Christian David, didiscarte. Pull up J for him, puts it in!
Important basket because they've been very quiet in at least 4 possessions. So Christian David nailing that perimeter jumper. The lead goes back to Blackwater.
Nakaagaw itong white shirts. Nice save mula kay Panopio. He's been a live body in this game. Trotter attacking the hoop. The layup is good for Abu.
This guy is just so strong. With momentum, nobody wants to be in front of him. First basket for Abu Trotter in this game.
Under 3 minutes remaining here sa quarter 1 natin. Troy taken away again by Panopio. That's at least his 3rd interception in this game. The bounce to Cruz Dumont who could not control it. Tumama pa sa kanyang ankle bago lumabas.
Sayang opportunity na yun. And after this timeout, ball will go back to Barangay Ginebra.
Watch this one from Trotter. Medyo pa-fake-fake pa ng konti. And then gets that layup to go. 2017 in favor of BW.
I want to get you out earlier.
We wanted this win tonight kasi we all know we're struggling sa standing namin, and as much as possible every game for us is a playoff game na. So we win ugly, okay lang yun, basta bakuan namin yung panalo. It's a grinding out game. So credit sa lahat, especially sa coaching staff sa adjustment namin down the stretch.
Doesn't matter if you're winning ugly, ika nga ni Scotty Thompson, as long as you get the W.
The operative word that he used was adjustment. And the reason is, again, nag-iba ng pyesa itong Barangay Ginebra. But you take a look at the teams that they lost against. Magnolia, Meralco, San Miguel, Converge. Yung 4 na yon, lahat yun, nandun halos sa itaas Diba? Pero yung kanilang naipanalo, they won against TNT, won big against NLEX. It was a 30-point blowout against NLEX and in their previous game against Phoenix. So 4 na laro para dito sa Barangay Ginebra, 3 doon against with losing records.
Pumasok na ngayon si RJ Barrientos, a crowd favorite. Jason David will take the side jumper and miss. And look at that effort! Troy Rosario doing what he does best, what he's been doing since he started his career in the PBA, offensive rebound and putback.
And this is going to be a very challenging fight for Coach Jeffrey Cariaza. Look at the matchup. Mendoza was up against a 6'6" guy na si Troy Rosario. Positioned himself, not even the inside position, but because of his length and his height, he was able to get that ball and score on a putback. Napakaliit nito mga lalaro ng Blackwater. Only Abu Trotter is yung legitimate big man dito sa kombinasyon ni Coach Jeff. No Barefield and no Panopio right now.
That's right. They put in James Una, pati na rin si BJ Andrade. Cruz Dumont the J. No go, and Una already stepping out of bounds. So wasted offensive opportunity para sa Blackwater. They still have the lead with 2 minutes left in the first. Ngunit bola na ng Ginebra. David. Here's Norbert. He's had a couple of solid games para sa kanila. He gets it. And he puts it in. Immediate contribution from the big guy. Back chance for the bonus free throw.
And you just appreciate the maturity of Barangay Ginebra. Yes, they're up against the zone. Usually when you're on a zone defense, you want to plug the paint. But because they saw that Blackwater is very, very small. They're still looking at the big guys underneath the basket. First was Troy Rosario on points inside the paint. This time around, Torres for another points inside the paint.
Norbert, the bonus free throw coming up. And it rolls out. So, you know, some missed free throws in this game for both teams already.
Just 50% from the line, 3 out of 6 for Barangay Ginebra.
Andrade gets it. Couldn't take it, nakita defender. Here's Abu Trotter. Hands it off to Mendoza. Mendoza. The pass to Ralph Koo, who's on the other team and out of bounds, waiting to come in.
Because Mendoza is not really reading the floor. If there is one point of attack that they can do at this point, it's Trotter backing down his defender, or even Bearfield on isolations or even ball screens.
Now they go to Koo. Papapasok lang. Cross court to Holt in rhythm of 3. That's back rimmed. Ball's on the floor. Napulot ni Cedric Bearfield. It's a foot race, but the red shirts have set up their defense. Trotter now will attack once again. There you go! Another one for him.
4 points in the first quarter for Abu Trotter. Good hands, incredible finish, and now Blackwater again enjoying a 1-point advantage.
Seesaw game ang nangyayari in the past few sequences. Palitan ng baskets. David swings it to Holt, who swings it to Abarientos. That's a 3 that rolls out, and Abu Trotter grabs the board. A chance to extend the 1-point lead, but they throw it away. Here's David. Antay ng kanyang mga kampe. Barrientos. 30 seconds to go in the period. Holt corner 3, too strong. Norbert Torres keeps it alive. Naghahanap ng papasahan. Tinira na lang, pasok pa! Pumasok pa, coach!
Wala na siyang mapuntahan doon. He did not show panic. Heard the whistle, went for his shot. He made the basket, and now another end one play for Barangay Ginebra. And what they're doing is they're just controlling the boards. They're just taking advantage. Alam nila, relatively smaller itong kanilang mga kalaban. And not only that, attorney, alam naman natin, you're giving up a lot of defensive rebounding positioning if you are in a zone. So yun, tinitake advantage ng Barangay Ginebra yun.
Focus on the screens is the rookie of Barangay Ginebra, the only rookie that they have on the lineup. Sania Steele has played fairly well at different stretches. So far, another missed free throw for Barangay Ginebra. Norbert Torres. So up by 1 is Barangay Ginebra. Last shot time para sa Blackwater. Bearfield sizing up the defense. He'll step back. That's a 3 if it goes, but it doesn't. Andrade comes down with it, puts it up. It won't drop. And time expires on this first period. Ginebra trailing almost all the way. But then at the end, lamang sila ng isa, 23-22.
Okay, you can see you can get to the offensive board, fellas, but if they do get that rebound, they're in position to run, so you got to be ready to run back out, all right? Norbert, try to find where...
Okay. They know it. They know we're in, but we got to be more active. So you notice they're passing the ball out a little bit faster, right? So
Abu Trotter playing solid basketball. The last ball game, 17-6. Ngayon, naka 4 points na siya.
Oh, very impressive talaga. At alam naman natin yung capabilities nitong si Abu Trotter.
That's right. We'll turn it over now to Eileen Shee for more on Abu.
Gentlemen, Abu Trotter got to work immediately after getting the Gilas call-up. Maganda ang kanyang pinakita in their last game, complimenting Cedric Bearfield and shooting 67% from the field, which Abu pertains to as getting his feet wet and prepping for Gilas. In doing so, he took to heart the advice of both Coach Norman Black and our very own Coach Ryan Gregorio to stay aggressive in his game. Kaya ika nga ni Abu, I envisioned myself already playing for Gilas in the SEA Games. He paid attention to the details of his game and it paid off. Balik sa inyo.
Salamat, Eileen. So, Coach, anong masasabi mo doon?
Well, it was obviously Coach Norman Black's kumbaga inspiration. I just had a quick discussion with Abu and I told him you really have to play better because your country called you. And he was just so happy to be given another opportunity to represent flag and country. And he's just showing it. He told me that he is excited. He's going to show whatever positive things that he was able to develop in the short time that he was playing for Gilas. And now we're seeing just a different kind of Abu Tratter. His approach in the game is different. He's now an offensive-minded kind of a big man.
That's right. We left it out of bounds though, so the ball stays in Barangay Ginebra. And Coach, I understand you and the rest of the team will be leaving tomorrow for Bangkok, Thailand para dun sa SEA Games nga sa basketball tournament. So, good luck to all of you.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes, and also I'd like to take this opportunity to thank, of course, itong Blackwater management for allowing Dan and also Tratter to be part of Gilas Pilipinas.
Jason David naman pumukol mula sa kanto. 3 para sa kanya. 4-point lead na bigla para sa Ginebra. I believe that's the biggest lead that Ginebra has had in this ball game. Andrade, the Hesi, sabay drive. Brought it down and drew a foul against Norbert Torres. Pupunta sa linya si BJ for 2. Si Sunny Eftil ba? Matatawagan?
Si Norbert,
si
tama
Norbert.
ka, yes. Kinakailangan din nila itong veteran smarts nitong si Zamar because Zamar is a threat. He can definitely shoot from the outside and he also understands the floor. He makes good passes. Andrade, don't settle for an outside shot. Every now and then you have to attack the basket, make the defense work, and you have to make your free throws.
Yun na nga, for a guy like Andrade who normally puts in his free throws, he's also bitten by the free throw flu problem right now. Mintis na rin siya. So both teams actually nakakarami ng mintis dito pa lang sa first half. James Una back to the bench.
2 out of 5.
David is back in.
Yes. Not really good in terms of shooting from the line. Make it 2 out of 6 from the free throw line. It's not going to help their cause. They're down by 4, di ba?
Tigalawang mintis na sila ni Troy Malilim. So no change in the score. And still to David. David, aggressive move but lefty layup doesn't go. Follow up naman agad para sa kanya. 5 quick points strung together by Jason.
And not only that, a lot of second chance points for Barangay Ginebra. Again, taking advantage of the zone defense being employed by Blackwater. 9-0 pagdating sa second chance points. Lamang ang Barangay. Laki nun, ha?
And now here's Bearfield. They need to put a basket in soon. Samar misses, trying to keep it alive. Nakuha na ni RJ. RJ checking on the right, on the left. Lobs it up to a steal. Ball finds its way to Koo. Labas kay RJ. Kanto na naman para kay Jason David. That drive. Nothing happening. Lots of action though. Then David says, sige na nga. Yung ending sa akin din pala babagsak. 3 na naman. 8 straight points for Jason David in this quarter. He leads against Blackwater sa quarter nito, 8-0.
And what a pass. RJ Barrientos with a no-look pass to David. Spectacular basketball play for Barangay Ginebra.
The 3 brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
On the free throw, if they make it, we're 2. But then after that, if they miss it, we're 1. We're matching up. Right? Okay? Stay in that. Stay in it. Okay? Be more aggressive. Okay? On offense, move it a little bit more. Extra passing a little bit more. Okay? Let's get a peanut in. Get a peanut with Cliff. Okay, all right? Let's go. Hang in there. Get right there. 1, 2, 3. Get there.
Vote now, PBA 50 All-Star in Candon City. Scan the QR code on your screens or visit pba.ph/allstar. The voting period until January 18 in 2026. At ang details, you vote for 5 North players, 5 South players, 12 rookies and sophomores, and 12 juniors. And then, wish that your player gets into the All-Star festivities. That's going to be a foul against Ralph Koo kontra kay Mr. David Christian.
Foul on number 18.
Pinasok na rin si Clifford Hopia, the tall man. Here's Panopio back in the game. Wanted to pass, decided to shoot, and he made the right decision on that play, Coach RG.
Nung nag-rest siya in the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, lamang pa yung kanyang kubunan ng 3 puntos. Nung bumalik siya, natabunan na sila ng 9 na puntos. So timing yung pagbabalik ni Dalf Panopio.
Ito si Norbert Torres naman, nagbigay na rin ng konting energy and some baskets. But Jason David has been the man in this period. Goes to Norbert. His jumper off the glass is wrong angle. Ito nakuha na ng White Church. Chance to close the gap. 9.5 remaining. Andrade. Balik kay Dalf. Swing to Christian. Now it's with Bearfield. He'll take it again. That's good for Cedric, a 3.
Again, the combination of Dalf Panopio and Cedric Bearfield, very fruitful for Blackwater dahil meron kang dalawang attackers eh. Kumbaga, a lot of guessing game pagdating sa depensa for Barangay Ginebra.
Here's Ralph Koo. Ayan din ang specialty ni Ralph Koo. Babang-abang na sa 3-point line. Bumawi agad sa 3.
Alam mo yung difference dito is the 3-point shooting of Barangay Ginebra. They now have 5 threes, only 2 for Blackwater. And the other thing is second chance points. I mentioned it, 9-0 na mga Barangay Ginebra, pero back-to-back. Oh wow, it's not even a back-to-back 3. It's a 3 and a 4 for Cedric Bearfield.
And he gets the lead down to a single possession. Just a 3-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. The offense is heating up a little bit. Sonny Estil sizing up BJ. Takes the jumper. Puts that one in as well.
And I thought that was a courageous shot by Sonny Estil. One-on-one, stops and took that 3 right in front of his defender.
Vet na vet yung dating, yung mga galawan niya sa play na yun. David babawi. Off target, almost an air ball. Grazed the rim slightly and out of bounds. Troy Malilin coming back in. BJ Andrade, pahinga muna. Panoorin natin yung ginawa ni Estilo. Crossover.
One-on-one, no?
Sabay pukol sa 3. Hatid din sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook yan.
That was a surprise dito kay Andrade dahil akala niya pe-penetrate itong si Sonny Estil. Gave him that space and still willingly took that shot.
Who sliding to the basket, decided to pass it. Buti na lang para sa kanya, tumama sa nakaputi. So red shirts pa rin na may hawak ng bola. May substitution na nangyari. Naka-tres si Estil pero labas muna siya. Scotty Thompson ang papasok. At mukhang papalitan na rin si Norbert Torres. Japet Aguilar coming in. And then Stephen Holt will replace the fellow who gave them this bigger lead in the second quarter, si Jason David Pang. There's gonna be some 5s when they get to the bench. David and Norbert kasi nakatulong sila.
Oh yes. +9 si Jason David when he was playing.
Oh, nakuha pa rin ng red shirts ang rebound and the white shirts just not communicating. Nag-aagawan sila sa bola. So pupunta pa sa linya ngayon si Japet Aguilar, who's just standing around, wasn't even battling for the rebound. The ball came to him.
Tama, alam mo, manifestation din yan kung bakit 7 straight losses itong Blackwater. Tama yung nabanggit mo, lack of communication, hindi nagkaamuyan. Usually on mind and somebody from your own team will get that leather. Pero again, the problem is just taking care of that leather and giving Barangay Ginebra multiple opportunities to score. Not only on the rebounding end or offensive rebounding end, but also pati yung mga loose ball recoveries. 11-0 na sa second chance itong Barangay Ginebra.
Score is 39-31. It's an 8-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Hopia goes down to Malilin. They give it to Bearfield. He flips up a 3. It misses. Ralph Koo in the lane. Looking away pass. Nahuli ni Panopio. Tried to throw it in. It goes to Malilin. Malilin controls it. Crosses the timeline. Oh, but he throws it away as well. Risky pass. Daming traffic na nangyari doon. And then a layup on the other end. One mistake will really cost you against Barangay Ginebra.
And I can feel the frustration of Christian David dahil instead of him getting that ball, look at that. Wala akong nakitang white shirt ron para ipasa ni Malilin yun. And as a result, fast break attack by Stephen Holt. Basket for Barangay Ginebra.
Coach, dagdagan natin yung kwentuhan natin tungkol kay Stephen Holt. We always said since he came into the Ginebra camp, he has been such a big part of what they like to do.
Oh, quality man, a quality player for Barangay Ginebra. He is a two-way player. Not only can he score, look at those numbers, 17, 6 out of 14 from the field, but he's also a big guard who can rebound, big guard who can pass that rock. Of course, is also a tremendous defensive specimen. So whatever you need for a guard, kayang-kaya talaga ma-provide ni Stephen Holt yan.
Number 1 pick yan, Coach.
Of course. Deservingly so.
Ito na ang Blackwater. Biglang 10 ng kanilang hinahabol at the 7-minute mark ng second quarter. Remember how well they started in this game. For those who just tuned in, nakalamang ng maganda by 8 itong Blackwater early. And Malilin's 3 is off target once again. They're able to keep the possession. Panopio goes glass.
Ito lang talaga yung bright spot eh. O dalawa sila ni Bearfield. Itong si Panopio with a total of 13. Bearfield with a total of 12. So 1-2 punch nitong Blackwater. Pareho sa gwardiya ng gagaling.
The White Shirts can't get a rebound. It stays with Ginebra. Clifford Hopia have to do a better job of grabbing those rebounds. Baseline inbound, Scotty Thompson, 14-second shot clock for Barangay Ginebra. Pass inside, Holt finds Koo, another one. Not this time, but Holt is there for the putback. And time and again, Ginebra has done that in this game.
And officially, yung pala yung pang 11th point nila via that second chance opportunity. And the problem for Bossing right now is they're simply ball watching, waiting for the ball to get to him. Look at the attitude of Ginebra. They're chasing that rock.
Yun na nga, the more aggressive team usually gets the rewards. There's Cedric Bearfield inside the painted area. And yes, 0 second chance points for Blackwater so far. Ginebra's got 11. Nabanggit nga ni Coach. RJ.
Everything Ginebra wants to do offensively, it seems like they're doing it. They're getting offensive rebounds. They're shooting well from the three-point area. Remember what I told you earlier, they're the worst in terms of scoring or points for in this conference. Only 89 points per game. For sure, it's going to improve in this game.
And we'll see if Blackwater can get anywhere near that. Just 35 points so far and struggling on offense. 5 minutes and 20. And RJ Aborientos forcing the contact on that play. He got Panopio up in the air, and Panopio will raise his hand and say, okay, I fouled him. Medyo masakit ang kanyang chest siguro or his ribs. Look at that, boom.
Talino talaga nitong ni RJ. Nakita niya, off balance na on that reckless closeout by Panopio. Was not able to get, kumbaga, his balance on that closeout. 3-point shot, fouled siya while taking a 3, so 3 free throws. Bibigay kay RJ who had a 25-point performance in their previous game.
And he just hit a 3. May rebound na. Masyadong atat. Si Clifford Hopia at si Japet Aguilar. One more. Gotta look at what the referee says kung ilan ang free throw na yan.
Nagulat ako. Kala ko mali ako.
Hindi, si Japet ang mali. At sumabay rin sa kanya si Clifford. So play na yun. One more free throw for RJ Aborientos. So if he hits this, that's 5 points for him in a row. 3 from three-point country, 2 out of 3 free throws. And this lead has grown. It's now a Baker's dozen.
Pero nakita mo yung panghihinayang ni RJ dahil nagbintis ng free throw. 9 out of 9 yan eh in the previous game. So gusto niya perfect ulit sana siya.
Sorry, not today. Nahawa na rin siya. Daming bintis na free throw.
That's true.
Bearfield dips it down and then scoops it up with the left hand. You know, as you said, must watch TV.
Oh, yes. Galing talaga nito si Bearfield.
Troy! Nababawian ka naman ng 3 sa kabila. Sorry, there's no extra point for style when you make a 2 on the other side.
And officially, 3-point shooting of Barangay Ginebra. 8 out of 15. More than 50% from Rainbow Country.
Slowly growing yung lamang, no? Kasi 2 tapos 3. So plus 1, plus 1. Hindi naman nangyari na 14-point lead na bigla itong Barangay Ginebra. 4:32 remaining. Reach and foul. RJ Aborientos. Hopia and Malilin will ref as Stratter and Bradwin Ginto come back into the game. Here's the 3 from the side from Troy. That's brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
And this is precisely the reason why it's very dangerous to play Barangay Ginebra na nakukondisyon na sila. Dahil yung depensa nila, constant talaga yan eh. E ngayon, tumatama na yung tres.
Now David will try again. Oh, that's way off. Way off for Christian David. He can do much better than that. Pass inside to Troy, tipped away by Bradwin Ginto. It stays sa Ginebra pa rin. And of course, you've noticed, Coach, that kumbaga sa football, di ba yung time of possession ng isang team, halos nasa side ng Ginebra lagi yung bola. Panay offensive rebound, kanila pa rin. Tapos,
yes.
Tapos one and done palagi itong Blackwater after missing a shot. Barrientos, he'll fade. That is short, and the rebound taken by Ginto. Blackwater needs baskets more than anything else right now. 4-minute mark, down 14. Christian David is tipped away. It'll stay with them. Maya Gray coming back into the game.
You know, for Blackwater, they just must look for someone if nothing is going right dun sa kanilang perimeter game. Walang tumatama sa tres, walang tumatama sa dos. Once in a while, you have to feed your big man. Pahawakan nyo lang ng bola every now and then itong si Trotter and see what he's capable of doing with his attack, with his back to the basket.
But now Berryfield goes baseline. He's trapped. Now they give it to Trotter. What's Trotter gonna do? Tries to attack the paint, but he lost it on the spin. Ginto fighting for it on the ground. It's going to be a held ball. Rosario and Bradwin. Jump ball ang mangyayari dito sa dalawang malaking mama.
Then he lost that ball because he was not in the right position. Because Trotter is not really known, especially in their half-court sets, to attack with his fronting the basket. Gusto talaga niya yung may kaldakan sa loob.
Puwersa pa
diba?
no?
So yun ang kulang dito sa game nitong Blackwater. Wala talaga silang kumbaga inside game o post game ang tinatawag.
So Rosario clearly won the tip. The problem is he tipped it to a spot where there was nobody. Not even his teammates. So it stays with Blackwater off that jump ball. But only 1.8 to shoot. So pagtanggap, tira agad. Dapat ang mangyayari rito. And you hope they're aware. Cedric puts it up. He got some rim, and Christian David will put it in on the offensive rebound. A rare offensive rebound in this game for Blackwater.
Believe it or not, first 2 points dun sa kanilang offensive rebound at second chance points for Blackwater.
Holt, 3. Too strong. Nakuha na ni Panopio. Oh, the pass inside intended for Ginto, but tipped away once again. Those hands of the Barangay Ginebra players. Malikot. 12 lamang, gustong dagdagan. Napunta kay Troy. Now Maya Gray, no hesitation, 3!
Oh, there is just on target right now, and they're just scorching hot from downtown.
Yung sinabi ko sa iyo, di ba? Naging 13. Tapos babawi. Naging 14 naman eh. 15 na kasi puro 3 ang pinitira. Yung pansagot ditong Ginebra is 3s. Bradwin powering up. Swung away by Japet Aguilar. Just can't get enough elevation. Now they leave it for Scotty, who will attack. Tipped out by Abu Trotter. 16 seconds to shoot. Ang gulo ng laro. Sabi ni Coach Tim Boone, sandali. Let's talk for a while.
Lamang naman siya ng 15.
Your guy is Jeremiah, Abu, and Brad. Any of the bigs. Right, you can't pick up a guard because that means he's guarding the big guy. Northward right now. Northward. Okay, but it starts at the guard, making sure you're with your matchup. All right, with your matchup.
We're back and you're still watching the 50th season of the PBA Philippine Cup. This is the game between Ginebra and Blackwater, and currently Ginebra leads 54-39. Now, after an 11-3 start, what Blackwater coach Jeff Carriazo is asking for is improved defense. Dagdag ni Coach Silva din that we need to execute better because right now we are getting blown by. What they would like to see is their guards defending closer to the paint because currently their position is too high. And in saying so, the last ask of Coach Jeff is to find a way to make it work together. Back to you.
Maraming salamat, Eileen. Lots of work to do for Blackwater here in this last 2:26 and entering that second half. For sure, they're going to be down, barring a super galing rally in the next 2:26, Coach Rai.
12 minutes lumaban itong Blackwater, 23 to 22. Isa lamang itong lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. But in the second quarter, everything just went south. And another basket dito kay Stephen Holt, plus a chance for a three-point play. Look at that penetration. A foul was called against Alf Panopio. The lead goes up to 17. And the score of Barangay Ginebra here in the second with still 2:24 remaining, 33 plus 1. It's 34 to 17 advantage for the Red Shirts.
Talagang bleeding for points itong Blackwater. You know, they're just not finding the right points of attack. Not getting to the line as well, Coach, you know. Hindi nakakadraw ng foul eh. Bradwin, outside to Christian, decides to bring it a bit closer. Doesn't work for him. He's having a poor shooting night, Christian David. Yung mga tira niya, way off talaga eh.
Layo eh, no? Talagang bothered siya ng challenge ng Barangay eh. Tapos itong Barangay, titira na naman sa tres. Kaya na yan.
Troy, ayun na.
What a trains. It pours for Barangay Ginebra. 10 out of 18 from deep. Itong mga nakapula, napakaraming tres. First 2 quarters pa lang tayo, ha?
Buta, nandito tayo sa kabilang side ng court. Kundi ko kailangan na natin ng payong eh.
Yun na nga.
Diba? Grabe yung mga tira ng Ginebra eh. Puro tres. Kaya naman slowly lumaki ng lumaki. Now it's a 21-point lead.
And not only the frequency of shots from Rainbow Country, it's also their accuracy. 2 out of 3. Itong si Troy Rosario, 2 out of 2. Itong si Jason David, 2 out of 4 si Jeremiah Gray. Kaya yung total nila, may Abarientos din na 1 out of 2. Actually, lahat ng tumira sa kanila, 50% or 100%.
Or better.
Still 100%.
Oo nga.
Diba?
So there's Bearfield, brings them up to 40. It's an even 20-point lead. 37-18 so far in this quarter. Hihirit sana si Norbert Mintis ang kanyang tres. Trotter the board. Hey, Trotter seems to have hurt himself, Coach, as he gingerly runs up the floor. We'll check on that later. Panopio on the move. Finds the glass, but too strong. Di pa niya nakuha yun. 1 minute and 10 to go. Scotty in the paint, kicks it out to Gray. Another one on the way, that's a miss. Trotter, another rebound. I hope he's all right, because he's going to play in the Southeast Asian Games.
That's why I'm looking at him. He looks okay.
David to the hoop. Was wishing for the whistle there, didn't get it.
It's just too congested. That paint, every time somebody penetrates wearing the white shirt, at least 3 guys are ganging up on him. And another 3-point shot. This time around, courtesy of Scotty Thompson. And the total number of 3-pointers made, now 11 for Barangay Ginebra out of 21 attempts.
That's more than half their points from Rainbow Country, Coach Ryan.
Oh, yes. And they're not supposed to shoot this well from deep. I mean, historically. But you get better in the things that they emphasize. Sigurado ginawa nila ng paraan yan during the break.
Here's Doubt looking for ways. His jumper is good. So, you know, you can see the attitude of this young player. He just goes about doing his job. Not forcing everything, still within whatever system they're playing. Maya! Missing at the buzzer, but the job of Ginebra. Mission accomplished in quarter number 2. Bumapalag yung kalaban. Pagpagin natin ng konti. Ayun lamang, 63 to 42 na. Jason David started that in the second quarter. He is our Babat player of the half, brought to us by Devan. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babat moments with your family, only with Devan.
believe that it will create a big impact to them, especially that we wanted, not just kasi na, syempre inside the campus, we can teach them, we can mold them, but it's also a different type of experience eh. When they were able to talk with people na skilled, experienced, and prominent in the industry, syempre. So malaki yung impact kasi they were able to see experience and ask them some questions na tingin naman namin sila talaga yung mas makakasagot more than us.
Very satisfying to be able to impart your experiences. Baka meron silang mapulot na mga lessons, no? So sa akin napaka-importante nun na magkaroon ng ng sharing, no, ng mga experiences and knowledge, and at the same time hindi naman siya one way lang, hindi naman ako lang yung nagbibigay ng point of view ko, maririnig mo din yung mga point of view nila, so it's really a conversation.
Important not just for them, but I think for me also as a sports leader, you would always like to hear, no, what's in the minds of the next generation, kasi yan din yung next generation of sports fans. So yung mga input nila, even if they come in the form of a question, more or less nakikita mo na kung ano yung interest nila. So malaking bagay siya sa amin. For the students, always pursue your passions. Don't ever let challenges stop you from pursuing your dreams. There's always more than one way to get there. So just keep going.
So sana it will be for the improvement of one of the issues is yung mental health issues. One of the issues also is yung how you can cope with social media, no? Paano ka magko-cope, paano mo siya gagamitin. Aral sila mabuti at yung kanilang mga values and yung mga principles, huwag nilang kakalimutan hanggang sa magkaroon na sila ng pamilya nila, hanggang sa tumanda sila. Sana andun pa rin yung values na itinuturo sa kanila sa school.
Thank you po for the knowledge na binigay niyo sa amin, especially po sa mga lesson or like yung message po na makakatulong po sa amin in the future, especially po ngayon po. Malaki po siyang tulong sa amin, nabigyan po kami ng knowledge. Yun po ang pinaka-importante. Hindi din po nasayang yung oras namin dahil po lahat po ay sobrang mahalaga, lahat po ng sinabi nila is sobrang tumatak po sa amin.
JGDL, pero nandiyan yung interior defense. Wow, grabe yun!
Everybody thought it was a layup already, but Concepcion would have none of it.
Ito, panurin natin. Stand-up defense. Able to get that steal out of that zone.
Lucero powers up again. Dipsy-do!
Wow!
Humihingi ulit ng foul deep.
And that's one way to evade the defense.
Rondo's hot shots. Stockton to the cup and one.
And that's the kind of ferocity that you can expect from Converge, especially since they're down.
Lastimosa in attack mode. Dipsy-do!
He will score. That's unbelievable. Using the ball screen. Ang anticipation of Converge was they were going to execute a pick and roll. Instead, against each other. No calls from the referee. Nag-uubusan ng oras sa Converge.
Gotta think quotient at this point. Handa natin, top 4 will get it twice to beat.
Pumasok pa yung tira off the glass.
It's their game tonight.
It's a three-point shot. And that could be the last nail in the coffin. Wow! And Converge close to its average of 111 points. But Magnolia held to just 15 points in this fourth period.
Dalawang tropang 5G nasa likod. CJ Buebuelo, bit-bit to bit-bit.
Bago to sa tirang yun, 4 minutes na blanco itong San Miguel.
CJ Perez gets himself in double digits.
higher than San Miguel.
CJ on the move. Floats it right over Henry.
Kahit sinong ilagay mo sa harapan ni CJ, iniikutan lang yan, nilalampasan niya. Oo nga.
Ooh, big hit on Jeron. He gets the basket. May kasama bang foul.
And yun yung pinag-uusapan. You talk about a team as deep as San Miguel. You know, guys, they may not be getting a lot of minutes.
Paraiso from the right side. Coming off their own timeout. Paraiso to the cup.
And all of a sudden, they go back to a 4-point lead. And then he's trying to complete the 3-point play here. Oh, nice.
What a twisting layup mula dito kay Nonoy.
Parang tama nga yung Calvin missing that. And another good rebound there by Aljon Mariano, as you said.
Luis Sangalan running the length of the floor. And one para kay Sangalan.
You know, this is parang teams love to run. Sinabi ko na sa'yo.
Nonoy will inbound, down by 3. Who will get it? They go backdoor. Louis with a quickest 2 of the night.
Yung alis ni Nonoy, binalik ulit si Nonoy. Eksakto yung nangyari.
That was a huge hit. Perfect execution para dito sa Tero Firmachi.
Backdoor. Look at it.
Ito si Perkins dancing with Christian David. Spin move ang gagawin niya. Hands in the air, gets that one off the glass.
They have to play better defense because ang ganda ng connection nitong...
Pero na nga yun, you want to hold them down. Maybe to 20 or the low 20s. Richie to the basket. And you know what? This guy, pinakita pa eh. Dapat kung kanan ang ginamit, protektado yung bola. Kaliwa pa eh. Nilabas pa niya. Parang inain pa niya dun sa kalaban eh. Try to stop this one. Oh,
and this the aggressiveness. You like the way you're crashing the glass and scoring on putbacks. But of course for Blackwater, as if itong si Bearfield in the first 2 quarters, parang relax lang. Hindi tama ka. Alam mo, delikado itong lineup na to eh. Itong Blackwater na to, wala silang pupuntahan talaga sa offense eh. Pero yung ganun din penetration ni Nelly, niyoyo pa sa itaas, bangiti-ngiti, parang
ready na mag-SEA Games. Richie Rivero, the up fake. Sabay step back. Naku naman! Matindi naman yung tira na yun mula kay Richie Rivero.
You just have to applaud that. If you're Abu Tratter, that was a difficult shot. Gonna help their cause.
Ganda naman si Richie, the drive. Kinaliwa na naman.
Oh, basketball looks so easy every time Richie Rivero has that leather. 22 points for Richie.
Fajardo hands it back off. Somebody's got to take it. Ramirez trying to bail them out. Dennis! Might be a momentum shifter of a shot, kaya biglang magta-timeout si Coach Lee.
Mark.
Looking for their 6th win of the Philippine Cup na magbibigay sa kanila ng upuan sa quarterfinal round. Nice sidestep by Boy.
Gandang finger roll layup over the outstretched arms of shot blocker Xavier Lucero. Ang problema, bundok pa. Kailangan, mataas na bundok pa. Kailangan nila hakyat.
Also their leading scorer.
Baltazar fakes the handoff. Umikot, umihit. Ganda naman noon mula kay Balti.
Space wide open sa gitna. And rain or shine, they need to... Coach Delta liking the use of the twin tower combinations in Egilos. And look at this move. What a shot by Juan Gomez de Leaño off the glass.
As we take another look at this finish. Sweet finger roll mula kay Juan Gomez de Leaño. Extend their lead to double digits at 10 now. Rebound will go to Rain or Shine. Atake si Mamuya. Ay, hoping layup is good with a foul.
Now, it's a big run here by Rain or Shine. Can he score 22-8?
So ito na pinakamalaking kalamangan ng Rain or Shine. 6 na puntos, 51-45.
And that was a good... Oh, look at the crossover by Juan Gomez de Leaño. And the score! Yan naman ang dexterity ni JHDL. Mr. Do-It-All.
And then the stop is completed. Yung bato, naharang. Itong si Karakot, counter steal.
Karakot going straight towards the basket. He will score!
What a talented finish for Andre Karakot.
Karakot siya nakakuha ng steal. He prevented the transition attack ng Converge. Siya pa din ang nakapag-convert on the other side. And that's a 6th foul of Muya. What a game he's played.
Yeah.
Muya, 18 points.
Sayang.
Coach, kung ikaw card player, sasabihin mo doon sa dealer, stop na muna ako. 21 na yung lamang ng Ginebra. Blackjack na ang Ginebra. What a second quarter para sa kanila. They just poured it in, especially from Rainbow Country.
And just like that, ika nga, dahil nung umpisa lumalaban pa tayo itong Blackwater, they even erected an 8-point advantage in the early part of the first quarter. But the second quarter was a turnaround quarter. Tama ka, for 12 minutes only. 40 points yung binitawan nitong Barangay Ginebra while limiting their opponent to just 20.
That's right. Parang bumaha ng 3-pointer dito sa loob ng Inares Center Antipolo. Every time Blackwater would score or not score, tres naman or naka-4 naman ang Blackwater para na isa. Pero tres ng tres itong Ginebra. Look at the numbers on your screens.
Very obvious bakit lamang itong Barangay Ginebra. They've generated 33 points from Rainbow Country. Only 9 points for Blackwater. That's a huge disparity. Rebounding plus 4 itong Barangay Ginebra. Assist plus 9 sila. Second chance points. At one point, it was 11-0 lamang yung Barangay Ginebra. Naka 4 straight lang itong Blackwater. But again, it's just so difficult to go up against Barangay Ginebra if you allow them to score at a high rate from Rainbow Country.
But if you look at Blackwater scoring, you see Bearfield at 17, Panobio with 15. You'd think they would be doing better, but nobody else is really helping them. Christian David, just a measly 4 points. Abu Trotter, not too many opportunities. He's made 2 out of 3 from the field so far, but not too many chances to take baskets. Sa kabila naman, distributed ang scoring. 11, 10, 9, 8, iba-ibang player yan. At meron pang kadagdag yan after Jason David. May mga iba dyan, mga Scotty Thompson and the rest of these other guys. So Ginebra playing a total team game on both ends of the floor. Blackwater faltering. It's a 2-man show and it's not enough.
Bench depth, very obvious. The disparity is just night and day. Look at our starters scoring. In fact, Blackwater with a total of 40 compared to the starting lineup of Barangay Ginebra who just scored 38. But what is the big disparity? Bench points, 23 for Barangay, only 4 for Blackwater. Yun ang problema. Pag napagod na itong starting lineup ni Coach Jeff Cariaso, hindi na susustain yung effort. At yun, pagpasok nitong mga players ng Barangay Ginebra, tuluyan pang umaalago at lumalamang itong mga nakapula.
Coach, just a few things to get out of the way before we start the action here. No, of course, we take our opportunity to send our sympathies to the family of Coach Jimmy Mariano, passed away a couple of days ago. And we'd also remind everybody that it's the birthday of Rudy Hines today, former player and referee dito sa PBA, si Coach Rudy Hines. No? So, magayang bati sa'yo, Coach Rudy. And second half action has begun. Offensive rebound. Hindi lang pumasok para kay Scotty Thompson. Would have started the quarter tremendously para sa Ginebra with a score. But here's Cedric Bearfield. 17 points as we mentioned. Malilin kicks into the corner. Christian David, aatake. Labas kay Troy. Can he put it in? Ayaw pa rin sa rebound play. Here's Stephen Hall. He's calling his teammate. They go to Jeremiah Gray who has shared in the scoring. Troy Rosario right now. Dalawa nga palang Troy yung nasa floor. They go to Japet, who's been quiet. He'll miss the short stab. Oh, somebody's down. And he looks shaken up. What happened? Because it takes a lot to shake up a guy like Bradwin Ginto.
Bato-bato yan eh, si Bradwin Ginto. Pero mukhang nadulas pa siya. Ano ba nangyari ron? Is there a wet spot? Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, dumulas na
And that's
siya.
very dangerous.
Oh yes.
Yung mga ganyang klase, you know, several injuries have been caused by wet floor.
Good that he is okay. Yan ang problema talaga eh. Yung bang frontline rotation ni Coach Jeff Carriazo, kulang na kulang talaga. That is why out-rebounded sila dito sa game na to. At di lamang yun, yung number of second chance points, malaking bagay din sa Barangay dahil nagkakakumpiyansa yung 3-point shooters nila eh. Dahil alam nila, kontrolado nila yung offensive glass.
Let's see if Blackwater can generate some points, especially here early in the third. Kailangan nila ng puntos. That outside shot is not falling for Christian David. Holt to Japet. He'll try again off the glass this time.
Again, the height advantage. Superior in nature. At least 7 inches taller itong si Japet against his defender na si Ginto. Kaya talagang he will just shoot over the head of Ginto.
Here's the handoff to Malilin. The quick swing to Panopio. Panopio baseline. Nowhere to go. He'll flip it over to Christian. Balik kay Dalf. Dalf kailangan tumira. Takes it at the buzzer. Got some rim but didn't get the basket.
Good challenge by Japet Aguilar. Really disrupted that shot of Dalf Panopio.
Gray, the quick swing to Troy. Ball finds itself with Scotty at the post. He'll leave it for Japet. Balik kay Scotty na wala sa kanya but able to recover. 4 to shoot. Troy from the corner. 3 is a miss. Rebound taken by Panopio. Up ahead to Bearfield. Bearfield contra Holt. The double comes. Door has been shut. Passes over to Malilin. Outside to Panopio. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Panopio. David finally gets one after a string of misses. That's a 3 from Christian.
A good setup job by Dalf, finding his open teammate. And you've mentioned it, it has been a huge struggle in his first 4 shots, finally nailing one from downtown.
Let's see if that gets him going. They need a lot more from him. Troy Rosario stands still, 14-footer, no go. Japet Aguilar, the strong rebound, and Bradwin Ginto crowds him too much. That's going to be a foul on Ginto.
And it is imperative for Ginto not to allow Japet Aguilar to hover over that, yung mga rebounding area ni Japet dahil mas mahaba eh. Di ba? Hindi pwede. Kailangan may push out talagang strategy itong si Ginto.
You know, sa airspace, lamang na lamang si Japet. Doon sa may itaas. That's why you gotta move him away. And then Holt goes in. And Bearfield bumps into him. That's gonna be the 3rd personal. In fairness to Bearfield, he picked up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, was able to preserve himself. Ngayon pa lang nakapangatlo.
Ganda nung itong chemistry nitong Barangay Ginebra, unti-unti na silang nakukondisyon eh. Yung 3-point shooting nila, tumatama na. Yung kanilang timing to get offensive rebounds, kuhang-kuha na rin nila. Tapos yung movements nila, off the weak side, they're also timing it well. The only issue right now is they have to shoot better from the free throw line. Yun lang ang kanilang red mark ngayon eh, dahil they're just shooting 9 out of 16 from the line.
Oh, napakababa
na.
Last touch, Scotty, 10 seconds to shoot. I'll say something about Ginebra, Coach RG, and tell me if you agree. You know, it's not a good conference for them overall so far, but they know that if they make the playoffs, diba, kahit number 8 sila, with a lineup like theirs, if they're clicking already, dangerous pa rin.
Tama, alam natin yan. Lalong-lalo na pag tumatagal na ang isang konferensya, nakakapag-adjust na sila. At nabanggit natin kanina yan at the top of our coverage. The teams that they lost against, Magnolia, Meralco, San Miguel, Converge, yung 4 na talo na yon against contenders. They won against TNT, NLEX, and Phoenix. What about their next 4 games, including this one? Blackwater, Terra, Rain or Shine, and also Titan. So makakahabol pa itong Barangay Ginebra, but they have to start defending back-to-back baskets for Blackwater. Now the lead is down to just 15.
Very manageable yung 15 na yan. It was highest at 23 not too long ago. Few stops and baskets, and Blackwater will be right into this again. It's with Gray. 4 to shoot. Jeremiah, the fake, the J. The basket is good! And meron pong foul from Troy Malilin.
And how many times have we seen this partner fouling a jump shooter? The first one, do not ever bite the fake. And the next one is, if you want to challenge, just challenge honestly. Do not mess up with the shooting arm of the offensive player. Hindi, kumbaga napakadaling tawag para sa ating referee. Another 3-point play opportunity for Barangay Ginebra. We've seen those things a lot in the first half. Tapos ngayon, tuloy-tuloy pa rin.
Nakompleto ang 3-point play. That ball was thinking of popping out one more time, but it dropped. Para kay Jeremiah Gray. It's back to an 18-point lead. 7.5 remaining in the third. Bearfield, atake. Pull-up jumper from the corner. No go. And one and done. We've been saying that time and again. Not even a try for an offensive rebound. Not a single white shirt waiting for that ball. Kay Gray ngayon. Mataas ang kumpiyansa nito si Gray. When he misses that jumper, Panopio another rebound. He's been getting some boards in this game. Walang post threat talaga no?
Wala. Talagang yun ang kulang talaga nila sa kanilang opensa. Another turnover. And Scotty Thompson, one of the best in the league in terms of anticipation. And finishing it off with an easy layup. And again, Barangay Ginebra up by 20.
Just too strong a pass. And this is easy pickings for Scotty.
Help each other, okay, all right? Hey, Del, what you're doing well is making sure we're getting into something, right? When it's transition, look to create first, you kick it, we got something, right? But when there's nothing, make sure you call something, all right? Make sure we're staying in it, okay? All right. I don't want to go back to 2, not right now. So stay with your guys, stay in front of our guys. So we're still black here, we're still yellow here. So I'll move. Ball screen, we're yellow, right? James is going here. You gotta get back to the other page.
We are back, and with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter, the score is currently 71-51 in favor of Barangay Ginebra. Now everything seems to be going in their favor, because Barangay Ginebra has been shooting at 50% from the field at the half. Kaya naman in the dugout na pag-usapan ng Blackwater na depensa pa rin ang kailangan nilang gawin. 63 points in one half and 40 points in one quarter is just too much. Kaya naman moving forward, the ask is they need to look out for their driving lanes. Ika nga ni Coach Joe Silva, they can't be left scrambling because when they do rotate, agad na nakaka-kick out ang Ginebra ng bola. In addition, kailangan rin nila bantayan ang kanilang transition defense at ang kanilang turnovers because that too has been fueling Barangay Ginebra. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks a lot for that report, Eileen. And Abu Trotter, who just checked back into the game, attacks at the post. He's fouled. He has a chance for 2 free throws. But something that stood out for me sa report ni Eileen, yung sinasabi nga na yung mga dapat gawin ng Blackwater, for this and that, and we've been hearing that time and again in almost all the games.
They have to work harder. That means if you stop a particular point of attack, you do not stop the succeeding points of attack of Barangay Ginebra. You only stop when you get the defensive rebound or you force a turnover. Otherwise, you have to play tough defense for 24 seconds. The problem is, yes, they will clog the paint. They will help out on penetrators. The problem is closeouts. Doon sila namumroblema. Hindi sila nakaka-rush out. Kaya ang daming tres nitong Ginebra sa laro na ito.
The same old. Trying to catch up here is Blackwater. Troy says, I'll take another 3. It's too strong. Bearfield chases down that board. Ito si Bearfield. Puro pula nasa loob ng pintura. Ibigay sana kay Cruz Dumont. Nakuha naman ni Abarientos. Ito na sila. Lead pass. Muntik nang umabot kay Troy. Natapik palabas ni Abu Trato. You like the way the big man is running up and down the floor.
Just great effort. He's just playing tough defense. He does not get a lot of touches on offense, which can be frustrating for big men. Yung bang takbo ka ng takbo, pwesto ka, hindi ka makakatanggap ng bola. But what you're seeing is a hard-working Abu Tratter rushing down court, defending the transition, and now trying to make a stop on defense. And speaking of making stops, ayun na nga, offensive foul itatawag dito kay Torres.
And Panopio got it right on the hamstring, or the thigh rather, because he's hanging on to it, his right thigh. He was telling his teammates, sandali, huwag niyo muna akong pulutin.
Alam mo, ngayon lang ako kinakabahan, partner eh. Yung bang pag parang nasaktan si Abu, kakabahan ako. Nasaktan si Dolph Panopio, kakabahan ako. Dahil bukas aalis na para sa SEA Games eh. Ang ganda naman ng performance, ang ganda ng nilalaro ni Panopio, specifically in the game tonight. Look at him with a total number of points now at 21 points. Dolph Panopio, the leading scorer for Blackwater.
So far ba high niya ito sa PBA? Might be, no?
Oh
21.
yes, oh definitely.
But Jed Mendoza has now checked in to relieve him, and let's see if Mendoza can give them some sort of spark. As Cruz Dumont finds the baseline and gets a basket. Parang matagal-tagal nang walang layup itong Blackwater. 16 ang lamang. That's very manageable. Kailangan ma-realize ng Blackwater na hindi naman sila tambak na tambak at kaya pa nilang bumalik rito. Abarientos the fake. Di kumagat si Mendoza. Sabay bato ni Gray. That's short. They'll get the rebound. The lead pass to Cruz Dumont. Will he try? He gives it to the trailer. Abu Trato is there, running the floor and finishing the play.
Just a good player itong si Abu Tratter, lalong-lalo na nakita mo yung bulk niya, nakita mo yung kanyang thickness, but he has the ability to run down and act like a perimeter player. Oh, big retaliation. Beautiful basket.
Alam mo si Abarientos, parang he picks his spots lately. You know, some people say sometimes he shoots too much or his shot selection is a bit questionable, but he saw it, no? Na parang may konting run na itong Blackwater, nagkakamomentum, itirahin niya na isa yan.
At saka isa pa, yung pag tumira ng perimeter si RJ, 2 points. Pag dagdagan mo ng flair at style, dapat may mga 0.5 pill. Ganda tignan eh. Tignan mo yan, no? Easy, oh. Ayun, no? Sinili pa yung bantay, wala sa harap niya. Ayun, pagbabayaran mo yan.
And then Blackwater muffs the last play. Another turnover para sa kanila. Could have cut it down to 14 or less. Stephen Holt. Na kay Norbert. Handoff kay RJ na naman. Titirahan niya si Jet Mendoza.
Nakita mo, konting stutter step, nawala sa balanse yung depensa. That tiny opening was enough for him to launch his shot from deep. Another three-pointer for Barangay Ginebra.
Lead is growing once again, back up to 19. Trato too far from his comfort zone. Bearfield babawi ng tres. Won't drop. James Una fighting para sa offensive rebound. He will draw a foul against a Ginebra player. So gusto natin makita yun, yung ginawa ni James Una. Lumalaban sa offensive board. But watch this. Three-pointer from RJ. Up, step back. Little space. Knock it down. And then sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook.
There has to be more effort dito kay Mendoza, especially if you're guarding a player like Abarientos. On that handoff, after the handoff, you have to be in front right away. He was just jogging. He was up against the best scorer dito Barangay Ginebra, who had a 25-point performance in their previous game. So dapat alam mo na yan, lockdown defender ka na dapat ni RJ kung kaya.
Ngayon si Bearfield naman may tangan ng bola. Goes to Cruz Dumont. Not ashamed to shoot this guy, but he brings it a bit farther out. Drives to attack. Lost it momentarily, and then time is gone.
Just too much dribbling dito sa Blackwater and not realizing kung ilan pa ang natitirang segundo sa kanila. Another turnover. Well, you have to give credit din dito sa depensa ng Barangay. Doon naman talaga sila kilala. Only 57 points so far for Blackwater.
Abarientos, look at him. Showing his ball handling skills. Gets the bump. goes out of bounds and loses it. No call from the referee. Abarientos is upset at the baseline referee Obet Arlegui. But referee is saying, you just ran out of it. You lost your balance. Coach Tim is, of course, on the side of his players. Sabi niya, nilabasan daw ng tuhod. Bearfield, that would have upset Tim much more. Look at Abu. Oh, it doesn't fall para sa kanya, but the effort is there. He'll head back to the line para sa dalawang free throws.
He just timed his jump after that missed shot of Bearfield. But take a look at this move.
Ito sinasabi,
BRGY, oh yes. Coach Tim Cohn and assistant coach Richard Del Rosario asking for a foul from our baseline referee. None was called. And Abu Tratter getting the offensive rebound. Nails the first free throw.
Ilan siya? Siyam na yun, ano? Could
He
be
has a
double
total
digits.
of 9 points, yes.
That's about his average. Coach Tim still contesting that non-call as he directs his anger towards the technical group here beside us dito sa Inares. You know, rinig natin, malakas ang boses ni Coach Tim. Sila Coach Yeng, lalakas ang boses ng mga yan.
17 points up itong Barangay Ginebra. Back-to-back free throws kay Abu Tratter.
On the same note, as we see a turnaround, step-back type Novitsky shot from Torres. And I'm surprised na yung mga vocal cords ni Coach Yeng, Coach Tim, na buhay pa until now.
Coach Chot
pa rin. Coach Chot, isa pa yan. Diba? How does it last all these years?
Exactly.
There's Cruz Dumont. That's a through-pointer mula sa kanya.
Just focus on stops, of course. Multiple stops for Blackwater. Just to get back in this game.
Coach,
oh, yes.
dahil pang oras sa game na ito, 18 and 30 pa.
That's a good stop. Good anticipation by Una.
Mendoza picks up his dribble. Cruz Dumont, balik kay Jed. Now with Abu. Hand off to Bearfield. Bearfield holds right on top of him. He goes to the corner. Jed Mendoza, quick pass to Cruz Dumont. 7 to shoot. Somebody's got to go. Abu Tratter with the J.
It's got that range, I'm telling you.
Playing inspired basketball, Coach.
Oh, yes, and it was not a fluke. His previous game wherein he scattered 17 points. Now he has a total of 12.
Parang iba yung kumpiyansa ni Abu Tratter. And this is great because he's heading into an international competition playing for the Philippines in the Southeast Asian Games. And because of the strange rules that were placed by the host nation, medyo hastily put together yung team natin. Sabi ng iba, baka dehado, makikita natin. Pero timeout muna tayo, Coach.
Alright? Make sure we get into something here. Alright? Make sure we're getting into stuff.
Eagle Cement, our official cement. Higher, our official home solutions partner. LGR, our official outfitter. Healthy and Fuel, our official hydration partner. Jamaica Tech, our official IT partner.
All right, just run a regular out of bounds.
We're still black. Okay, all right? Once you get hit, right, make sure you're...
Check this out. Abu Tratter, a bit out of his usual range, but he has shown us the ability to knock that down, which he did a couple of times doong laban nila kontra sa Phoenix a few nights ago. He's continuing to do it here, and he only had 3 attempts in the first half. He's had about the same here in the second half, but look at the way his production has gone up already.
Yes, and he is working hard. Look at him. He's trying to find his breath dahil nga pagod siya, takbo siya ng takbo. His total number of points, 12 points, 6 rebounds, perfect from the field, also perfect from the free throw line. You know, before his previous game, he was just shooting 47% from the line. But he was 5 out of 7 from the free throw line in their previous game and now 2 out of 2. So on all aspects, nag-i-improve itong si Abu Tratter.
Sana madala, no? Di maiwan sa Pilipinas. Siguraduhin mo, Coach, sa pagbiyahin niyo bukas. Andun yung shooting at saka yung aggressiveness niya sa maleta niya, ha?
And speaking of shooting, itong kumbaga surprise package coming off the bench ni Coach Tim Cone, itong si Jason David, kumonekta na naman.
Double digits na rin yan. Ito yung jumper ni Abu, not this time. Ralph Koo gets that rebound, not a single white shirt. And that's the thing, you know, when you force Abu out of the paint, these other guys aren't doing anything to try to get offensive rebounds. Koo, Norbert Bukas could have put that one in. Wouldn't have been surprised if he did, because that's what Norbert does. That's going to be a loose ball foul kontra sa Blackwater. Jet Mendoza. Yan ang problema. We don't have the height, you push. Diba?
Undersized talaga siya. So tignan mo yan.
Nandiyan yung effort, tinan mo, bumabaks eh. Pero
may tukod ng konti eh. Fundamentally sound in terms of locating, blocking out, and hopefully get that defensive rebound. But he was caught extending his arm a little bit. Team penalty na. Itong Blackwater, nagmintis lang. Yun lang ang problema nitong Barangay ngayon sa laro natin. Yung kanilang accuracy from the 15-foot line. Oh, back-to-back misses. Itong si Steele.
That's right. Several have missed 2 free throws in this game from both teams. Wala pa isang minuto natitira right now. Trotter. Cruz Dumont. Jumper. Too strong. They steal the board. Up ahead to Koo. Across the court to David. David lost his footing. Screen from Torres. Sabay bitaw. Abarientos, jumper. No go. Abu Trotter the rebound. Last shot time for Blackwater. Can they cut it down? It's a 16-point lead. A 3 would be great. They'll take anything they can. Sapagkat hirap na hirap sila. Makalapit here in the third period. Down to 5. Cruz Dumont. Pulls up. Oh, that's short. And there you go, end of the third quarter. Little bit of leeway, +5 ang Blackwater, ngunit malaki-laki pa rin ang kutsyon para sa Ginebra pagpasok ng last 12 minutes natin dito sa Inares. Score is 80-64 for Barangay Ginebra. Dominado ng Barangay Ginebra ang laro nito mula nung second quarter. Bakit? Umuulan ng 3 para sa kanila. +5 now because Blackwater had a few in the third. But overall, this is what broke the game open. Is that outside sniping. Off the bench naman, ang tindi ng contribution ng mga Ginebra bench players. They're a +15. And a lot of those 17 of Blackwater came in the third. Aywan na iwan din kanina yan. Tapos kung ikot-ikot lang ng bola to find the open man ang pag-uusapan, lamang din ang Ginebra dyan. 19 ang kanilang assists. Naghahanapan sila. Madadali ang mga tira dahil sa mga ganyang klaseng pasa. Kung kaya naman up 16 sila entering the fourth and final period. It was as many as 23 at one point. And Ginebra is comfortably ahead. Pero baka may last push pang Blackwater, coach.
Tama, if there's one quarter wherein you have to give credit dun si effort ng Blackwater, it's the third quarter. Because that was the only quarter in the first 3 quarters that we've played that they were able to outscore Barangay Ginebra 22-17. So unti-unti may nakikita naman tayong positive things na ginagawa nitong Blackwater. But the second quarter was just so big. The disparity, 40-20. Napakalaki yan. So kailangan doble ang effort nitong mga nakaputi. Pero hindi pumasok yung kanilang first offensive attack.
I was about to say, doble ang effort. Baka triple ang kailangan, coach. Kasi Ginebra's playing loose and fancy free. Diba? It's not that big a lead, but look at that. It's just simple backpack, 2 dribbles, pull-up jumper. That's a rookie doing that.
Difficult basket. He wants somebody to challenge his shot dahil yung free throws mintis eh. Pero yung pull-up, pasok na naman. 5 points na. Still.
Extra pass from Andrade, but no completion. And then just an easy rebound. A bounce. It's a ball that reaches the floor. It bounces, and Ginebra players are just quicker to get it.
And I've been trying to, kumbaga, dissect this offensive attack of Blackwater. Obviously, they have a lot of shooters. Bearfield can shoot, Panoply can shoot, David can shoot. What is lacking in their game? Touches kay Abu Tratter or any of the big guys down low. Let the big guys attack with his back to the basket. Diba? Yun ang kulang sa kanila eh. Ayan, no? They're just attacking, penetrating. It's a good rhythm shot for David, but he was not able to nail it once again. But ang kulang talaga is, kumbaga, mabiyayaan yung mga pumoposte every now and then.
A loose ball foul is called on Barangay Ginebra. May report si Eileen Sheehan. She's going to talk about someone who we have not seen in this game.
Gentlemen, nag-iba na ang action sa latest huddle ng Blackwater as Coach Jeff Carriazo commended the team's improved defense. Kaya naman moving forward, the reminders were centered on improving their offense. Ika nga ni Coach Jeff, we are doing a good job of attracting the defenders, but we need to settle down right away so we can get the best shot. Now for those asking about what happened to Richard Escoto, he will not be playing in this game. That is a carpal fracture on his shooting hand, which he sustained in their last game versus Phoenix. This is set to keep him sidelined for 4 weeks. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks for that. You know, Escoto would have helped them so much in a game like this. He's a physical type of player, very aggressive, gets to the line, can score from the outside. But what's going on right now on the floor?
Mukhang nasaktan si Japet.
Oo.
Natamaan ng bahagya sa kanyang body. Or sa waist ba yun? Parang iniindat, hinahawakan niya yung left side of his body. Yung hip niya. Barangay, like what you've said, comfortably on top by 16. And we all hope Japet is okay. Pinagpahinga na muna siya ni Coach Tim Cone. Pumasok itong si Torres. Actually played good enough doon sa kanyang minutong inilaro, 18 minutes. Oh, ganda ng numero, 6 points. Okay lang yan eh. Importante kasi yung contribution mo eh. Doon sa plus minus, what is your efficiency? He was plus 15 doon sa mga kanyang minutong inilaro. So good numbers for Norbert.
And here's Abarientos, good numbers for him as well. Laki ng kanyang bantay, watch this. He'll take it over David. And get it again. See? He was setting it up already. Parang sinasabi niya sa atin dalawa, Coach Rai, Sir Charlie. Check mo to.
Tsaka parang yung eyes niya nagla-light up pag alam niyang mas malaki sa kanya yung bumabantay, nilalaro niya. Sabi kasi yung style points dapat may 0.5.
Diba?
Ang hirap ng mga tinitira ni RJ.
Kick out to David. Extra pass to Panoply. Decides not to take the 3. Long 2 ang kanyang tinira. Ayaw pa rin. 9:37 still. And you know, mathematically, it is very much possible. Time-wise, pwede pa rin. 18-point lead for Ginebra. The problem is, you know, Ginebra's just going at it, doing their thing. Norbert gets another basket. Nice pass from Ralph too. And a bonus free throw coming up for the guy they used to call the Bear.
And yes, positioning himself well. Got that ball using great hands. And then, quick up. Foul was called against Ginto. Another 3-point opportunity for Barangay Ginebra. Nakakarami na yan. So if they are going to check the game or check this video after the game, the coaches will say, you have to foul better. I mean, you don't want to give an extra basket after dishing off a foul to your opponent.
21 na naman ang lamang. Back to where they started.
Perimeter team talaga itong Blackwater.
Abarientos to David. Hesitated, then decided to take it. Don't go. Rebound, red shirts pa rin. Abarientos could have taken that, decided not to.
Dami pang oras eh.
Oo nga. Ay, titira na naman pala.
Sinasabi ko sa gusto talaga ng ano eh. Mahihirap matira eh. Kailangan meron siyang nilalaro muna eh.
Some people just make basketball look so simple. Diba? May ganun eh. And Abarientos is surely one of them, especially now. The confidence is high. As he has become the top scorer para sa kanyang kupunan. You mentioned that early in the game. So, mukhang may green light na rin. You know, dati kahit pa paano mapapashake head ng konti itong mga coaches ng Ginebra last season. Di ba? Parang aga pa eh. Pero ngayon, he's a bit more under control. He knows what he's doing. And he puts the shot in anyway. So, there's no reason to complain.
That is all that matters. Na-shoot ba niya o hindi? Diba? But before, tama ka eh. Because of probably yung kanyang excitement, yung shot selection niya, minsan masama. Pero ngayon, kung titignan mo, napakahirap ng kanyang mga tinitira, pero pumapasok at tumatama. So ngayon, pinagpahinga na muna ni Coach Tim Cohn. Pumasok na itong si Nards Pinto. Grabe, naghiyawan yung mga tao, narinig mo?
Eh, favorite yan eh. One of the favorites. Raymond Aguilar and Nards Pinto. Diba?
So mamaya
Eh,
pag
nag-all-star nga si Nards Pinto eh. Tapos si Raymond Aguilar, muntik na, di ba? Kasi mga crowd favorite niya.
Pero ang abangan natin dito, yung hiyaw ng We Want Raymond mamaya, di ba? Yung Aguilar usually humihiyaw yung mga tao eh.
That's a stop from Blackwater. Fairfield. Panopio corner 3. David trying to keep it alive but passing it out of bounds. Nandun yung effort pero wala eh. So back down on defense. That's all you can do if you're Blackwater. And with 8 minutes remaining and change, Coach, it's very possible that Blackwater will get its 8th straight loss. And
tama.
Imagine you're 1-0 at one point.
Oo nga. Very good start, no? Pero nagdikit-dikit eh. Ito na naman.
Matik pa rin eh. Matik pa rin yung dakdak para kay Japet.
Practice shots na ito eh. Para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Post legs ba yan, Coach?
Hindi naluluma ang legs. Yung spring niya, ibang klase pa rin. Sa hinaba-haba at sa taas ng milyahe nito ni Japet Aguilar, meron pa rin siyang ganyan, no? Walang buwelo, quick up na tinatawag, but of course, you know that this guy is just ultra athletic. And if he gets that ball around the basket, automatic 2 for the big man.
Quota na siya, no? Kasi yun yung at least one dunk every game. Diba? So nakuha na niya ngayon. Yun yung dunk ni Japet. Not an alley-oop, not a two-handed monster punishing the rim kind of jam, but he gets that anyway.
Relatively quiet for Japet. Only 8 points. Pero hindi niya kailangan talaga bumuhat mundo eh. Dahil yung contributions ng kanyang mga kakampi. Led by RJ Abarientos 15 points. Tapos may Stephen Holt with 12. Jeremiah Gray with also 12. Troy Rosario has 10. Jason David, di ba? Yung second quarter, 8 points out of his total 10. So marama, maganda ang spread itong mga umiscore sa Barangay Ginebra.
Very quick, will there ever be another Japet Aguilar in the PBA? Parang, you know, so far, nobody has followed. Maybe in the future, but walang ganyan eh. Di ba? Walang ganyan klase.
Oh, ayan na. Nakita mo? Sorry to cut you off, partner. Biglang naghiyawan. Tumayo lang itong si Raymond Aguilar.
Alam mo, kukuha na ng tuwalya eh, di ba?
Alam natin.
Kung papasok talaga eh, nakatanggal na yung warm-up shirt eh. O yun eh, Sammy Steele, moving without the ball, nahanap pa ni Pinto. So Pinto contributing dito sa kanyang short stint so far. David will hoist up another one and miss again.
And that's their problem talaga eh, because of their inability to shoot consistently from the outside. It's always a long rebound. Ginebra really has taken control of the defensive glass.
Still,
sayang lang yun.
Missed it, but he had the effort. Second effort. Dalf Panopio finds his way to the hoop, but missed it as well. Radwin Ginto. You know, if you watch Ginto, he really works hard. Talagang masipag yan eh. You know, he gets that offensive rebound.
Yes, and I've been watching him closely. He works hard. He plays with a lot of effort. He positions himself well near the basket. The only thing that he has to do consistently is finish strong, especially around the basket. Dahil minsan nahihirapan talaga siya eh. Yung mga mic and drill na tinatawag natin, nahihirapan talaga siya mag-finish.
And of course, you know, since Raymond Aguilar has come in, an observation as Cruz Dumont will miss yet again. So may Raymond Aguilar at Japit Aguilar. May Troy Malilin tsaka Troy Rosario. Meron din namang Christian David tsaka Jason David. Diba? Yun yung mga napapansin natin dito. Parang yun na lang muna. Pero may Johnny Abarientos sa bench. Andiyan si Ajay Abarientos din. Diba?
Yan na! So speaking
sabay
of
flex, sabay flex,
number 23, Aguilar, Raymond Aguilar, just keeping everybody, kumbaga, focused in this game. Great entertainment every time he makes a basket.
Doubtful get fouled, so Raymond Aguilar has a basket and a foul to his credit sa laban na ito.
Oh, look at JB. He is enjoying it. Oh, kita mo yan, no? Tuwan-tuwa, oh. Number 1 fan pala ni Raymond Aguilar, si JB, Justin Brownlee, number 32.
At saka kung ikaw ang Blackwater, di ba? Kapapasok lang sa laro, cold off the bench, hasn't played in a bit. Comes in, grabs an offensive rebound and puts it back. You know, if you're Blackwater, you're saying, you gotta put a body on this guy, di ba? Kasi cold pa lang ito, naunahan pa tayo.
Stop watching the ball. Pinapanood nila and they're just hoping na bumagsak yung bola sa kanila. No, you have to render effort. And speaking of rendering effort, conference or career high for Dal Fonopio in this game against Barangay Ginebra, 22 points for him. Previously, his highest was just 15.
Ito si Malilin, susubok. Layup will not drop. Good offensive rebound from James Una, a hard-working guy from San Sebastian. David again. And there's Una still fighting for it, although he did bat it out of bounds. Saba o si Raymond Aguilar? You're gonna say it's Raymond.
Alam mo, you also scrutinize the game of Panopio. He plays the game the right way, di ba? He penetrates, he cannot see the rim. That means somebody else is open. Alam mo, if you have the ball, those are the 3 things that you have to remember. If you have that ball, you have to look first for your shots. If you cannot find your shots, that means somebody else is open. Look for your open teammate. Pero itong si Christian David, 1 out of 7 from 3, 3 out of 12 overall from the field.
We said it before, no? We know he can do much better than that. We have seen him do much better than that. Malilin, another miss. Jason David picks it up. We're under 5 minutes to go. Aguilar gets another basket. And there were 4 white shirts there.
And why is he not flexing? Do it!
Diba?
That was even a harder shot to make.
Tama, agree. It's a 27-point lead. It's just been growing and growing. And another miss. Look at Una, just battling. And you gotta give this guy some props. I mean, diba? Go lang siya. I mean, given the opportunity, this is probably his 4th game as a Blackwater Bossing. Showing his worth. He'll be at the line when we return.
Fellas, get good at it. This is the time we got game experience right here. And then make sure we're getting back. What I was trying to tell you right now, when he came off that screen, he defended, got side to side, defended him here. You got to get him off the screen right there. That's where you got to get on the head on the hip and play him here, slow him down. And then, cut from the side, fellas. Done hard from the side. Remember,
parang ayoko na pag-usapan. Panoorin lang natin yung mga video muna. Yung mga highlights. Hindi natin pag-usapan. The images speak for themselves, Coach.
Oh, grabe, no? Pero quickly lang, it is definitely RJ's playground, brother. He is just playing with so much enthusiasm, so much fun. Kitang-kita natin doon. And taking everybody to school. Kung sino man nasa harap niya. Binibigyan niya lang ng mga dribbling moves niya, step back jumper, tapos big time baskets, not just from 2, but also from the 3-point range.
So nice to play with freedom, no? And then you're being effective in your role. James Una knocks down his first free throw, but RJ Abarientos has stepped it up a notch dito sa kanyang new season, the 50th. Just a small contribution from James Una. Ocho Ben Adamos is in the game. Pinto not looking for his shot so far. They go to Aguilar, but the ball's on the floor. Malilin picks it up. Can he finish? Yes, he does.
And using his left that time, but still insurmountable is the lead of Barangay Ginebra, which still stands at 23.
Okay pa kanina, kaya pa, pero it's gotten out of hand right now. So with 3:42, looks like Ginebra will get its second win in a row. And it still misses underneath, and Blackwater will drop its 8th straight game. Does this effectively eliminate the poach?
It's going to be very difficult for them because with that 1-8 win-loss mark, they still go up against San Miguel on the 13th, and they go up against TNT on the 19th. So it's going to be a very difficult task for Blackwater to find ways to win their last 2 games. On the other hand, itong si Raymond Aguilar, nagtataka, paano na inawag sa kanya. But there is no problem. He now has 4 points across his name. And not only that, this is going to be Barangay's back-to-back wins after starting on the wrong foot. Medyo mabagal ang panimula nitong Barangay Ginebra, and with this impending victory, they will go up to 500 at 4-4. I mentioned this earlier. They go up against Terra Firma in their next game, then against Rain or Shine dun sa kanilang next laban, and then to end their elimination round, they will go up against Titan Ultra.
Speaking of Rain or Shine, what a game that game. Yung Rain or Shine Converge na laro na yun nung isang gabi. Just high-level PBA entertainment, coach, between those two teams. Ang ganda ng pinakita ng magkabilang kapatid.
Tsaka alam mo, yung independent teams na yon, di ba? Lumalaban talaga itong Rain or Shine. Hindi na nakagugulat eh. Talagang napakataas ng level. They've been together for a long time. 7-2. Leading the pack itong Rain or Shine. Tapos ang number 2 team is San Miguel with 6 straight wins. Nakakatakot din yan. Habang may John Mar Fajardo, San Miguel pa rin talaga
always
ang all-Filipino contenders.
Correct. And of course, Converge, just playing so well. Juan Gomez de Leaño schooling all the vets, doing his thing with near triple doubles in every game. Raymond again!
Wow!
Overquote na.
And as if when he acts, parang it's just another day in the office. Diba? Yung talagang, oh, I do this every day.
Yes, sir.
Parang ganun ang kanyang mga pinipakita sa atin. Tuwan-tuwa naman si Brownlee.
Well, Raymond Aguilar is by no means a mascot or that type of player that you put into the game just when the scores are like this already. He has shown his worth also in the past, diba? Kahit sa mga championship run nila.
Yes.
And what a loyal soldier, no, who stuck around, has earned his contracts year to year, as James Una is also starting to show his worth.
But he has to be a better actor. He tried to sell that foul. It was not fought by our baseline referee.
Last 2 minutes na tayo. All over but the final score. Ginebra will get another victory and move up to 4-4. Babagsak sa 1-8 naman itong Blackwater. Kanina, coach, nung unang laro natin ng doubleheader natin dito sa Inares, the Meralco Bolts, returning from their EASL assignments, demolished the Terra Firma Jeep 120-87. Ang naging best player doon, si CJ Cancino, with 20 points and 8 boards. So the Jeep fall again further down. Now they are also 1-8. And Meralco moves up to 4-4.
Pareho na sila ng barangay.
Pareho yung naging resulta standings-wise ng dalawang games today.
And alam mo, pwede pang umangat itong dalawang kupunan na yan. We were talking about Meralco and Barangay. They're just 1 game behind TNT na 5-3. Tapos 3 teams actually are tied with 6-3. That is Converge, Magnolia, and NLEX. So dikit-dikit pa rin ang laban natin dito. Wala pang nakakasigurado na mag-end up doon sa ating top 4 na merong twice to beat advantage against the next 4.
Here's the big man, Clifford Hopia, at the line. Chance to get some points across his name, but he misses free throw 1.
Bedista to 1-0 na ang San Beda. kontra Letran. Tama?
That's right.
Tapos, sabihin na natin din, talagang yung team ni Dean Quinito Henson, panalo. Lasal, 1-0 over UP.
That's right. And then we end the conversation there as Aguilar goes to Estil. Si Estil, may potential ito to show a bit more. Benadamos naman has been doing that for a few years now. Pa-jumper-jumper lang.
Ganun lang rin yan. Tapos he will just wait for his number to be called.
Alam mo, nakalista perp yan si Benadamos. Pero champion player din ng Sambeda yan bago siya lumipat sa Perpetual.
Ganun ba?
Nakasama sila nila Bolik, nila Hoftana, di ba? Si Bahio, yan ang magkakakampi doon sa champion team na yun Beda.
Pag may Bolik ka, may Oftana kang hirap talunin sa
Speaking of Bolik, he will be on the Southeast Asian Games team, and I think he'll be the leader of that team.
Yes. And they also want to thank, of course, Team Governor Ronald Dulatre and Coach Chong Wichico for allowing Robert Bolik, their best player, to be part of Gilas Pilipinas.
Look at James Una, padding his scoring. Another basket para sa kanya. He might earn himself an extension, and then the other teams might be looking at the hard-working big man as well. Backup big man, James Una. Baseline. Jason lost it, but Hopia hit him on the arm. So that's free throws for Jason David with just 28 seconds remaining in this game.
They were just in the game for the first 12 minutes.
Lamang pa nga sila for much of the first.
But just too big of a hole, especially in the second quarter. Doble yung na-score ng Barangay Ginebra. 20 only for Blackwater and 40 for Barangay Ginebra. And that was like very hard to extricate from. Napakalalim nung butas na yun.
Another missed free throw though. So kung may pupunahin tayo rito, coach, free throw shooting talaga di ba? For both teams.
Oh, nga, no?
You know, it's a problem in the Philippines, not just in the PBA, UAAP, NC. Free throws, medyo mahina ang Pilipinas in general.
So, kailangan mag-improve
Pati sa Gilas Pilipinas, they gotta fix that, the free throw shooting. And here, shake hands now. 103-85 is our final score. It ends up as an 18-point victory for Barangay Ginebra. And the Baban player of this game is that guy. He's brought to us by Devan. Enjoy unforgettable TV Baban moments with your family. Only with Devan. RJ Abarientos, talagang nagpakita ng the moves. 15 points lamang, pero style points, naku, napakalaki. 3 of 4 from 3-point land. And Jeff, the orchestrator of the breakaway in this game.
Another quality performance. Grabe talaga itong si RJ Abarientos. And yung manner by which he was making those shots, very entertaining. At ito na nga, mananalo na naman ng Barangay.
That's the final score, 103-85. Ginebra goes up to 4-4. Blackwater plunges down to 1-8. That does it for us with the PBA Wednesday doubleheader here from Inares, Antipolo. For Eileen Shi at courtside and Coach Ryan Gregorio dito sa aking tabi. Ako po si Charlie Cuna, nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood ng PBA dito sa RP TV.
The game is none other than RJ Abarientos. Congratulations, RJ. 15 big points ang kinontribute nyo sa larong ito to lead Barangay Ginebra to this victory. What has allowed you to come up with this inspired game?
Siguro mas naging greedy lang kami sa umpisa. So very happy kami kasi pati yung second group and third group talaga naglaro ng maayos. So syempre grabe din yung first 5 namin, sila nag-set ng tone. So thanks to them kasi sila talaga yung nagbigay sa amin ng confidence to work our offense and defense.
Nabanggit mo na nga malaki ang contribution ng second and third group nyo. They actually came up with 53 big points today from the bench. What can you say about the support that they gave you in this game? And did you see this coming na ganito kalaki yung contribution na mabibigay nila sa larong ito?
Siguro kasi yung team namin ngayon, we're very deep. So we need to take that for na very serious. Lalo na sa practice, nakikita namin yung pwede namin i-improve day by day. So siyempre thankful din kami sa mga coaches na binibigyan kami ng oras. So yun lang.
RJ, a lot of Barangay Ginebra fans in the stands. Meron ko bang gustong sabihin sa kanila?
Siyempre, unang-una nagpapasalamat kami sa mga barangay natin dito sa Antipolo. Walang sawang sumusuporta sa amin. And Merry Christmas guys! Maraming salamat. Supportahan nyo palagi ang PBA, pati ang Ginebra. Siyempre sa asawa ko, nanonood nyo yun kasi may work siya. So, I love you. Yep.
Thank you, RJ. Once again, our player of the game, RJ Abarientos. And now it's time to hear from our winning coach.
Good evening. Welcome to the post-game press conference of tonight's PBA Season 50 Philippine Cup game between Ginebra and Blackwater. The Kings won 103-85. Here with us is head coach, Coach Tim Cone. Coach, first off, just your thoughts about tonight's dominant victory.
Well, we needed a really good performance tonight. We're in the middle of the standings. We're still, I wouldn't say we're groping for form, but we're still searching ourselves a little bit at this point. And, we got tonight's game was absolutely crucial for us, and another one on Friday before we leave for Bahrain, and then play a tough game against a really tough Rain or Shine. So, but these games are all really crucial for us. Just number one, to get into the playoffs. And we just want to win as many games as we can and look up at the end of the at the end of eliminations and see where we are. Maybe we get lucky and get to that top four still. But like I said, we'd have to get lucky. A lot of things would have to break our way for that to happen. But the bottom line is we got to continue to win games. And so every game for us right now is a playoff game.
Ginebra and Blackwater going at it here at Linares Antipolo. Early in the game, Dalf Panopio, the corner three. Blackwater was up by 6 at that point. Kabilang panic naman, Barangay Ginebra trying to play catch-up. Defensive rebound and putback mula kay Troy Rosario, working hard under the glass. And Norbert Torres as well. Nowhere to go. I'll just take it. And he made that one. Di kita ng ating labanan in the first quarter, Coach.
It was a very close game in the first 12 minutes. Barangay only enjoying a 1-point edge, but the second quarter was all Barangay Ginebra.
That's right. Cedric Bearfield early after losing the lead already, naka-press to cut it down to 4. Pero pagkatapos nun, sunod-sunod na talaga pagkamada ng Barangay Ginebra, particularly from outside. Jason David just waiting for it at the corner. He hoists it up. He had 2 of those. Tapos maraming nakisama sa kanya sa 3-point party.
Big-time baskets by Jason David, scoring 8 out of his total of 11 in the second quarter. One of the shock troopers of Coach Tim Cone. And there was no turning back. Look at that, Jay Barrientos finding his open teammate. We had to see it again and again and again. And ito pa, si Stephen Holt naman. Stephen Holt nga ba? Oh, that is actually Scotty Thompson.
From Stephen Holt.
Yeah,
yun,
correct.
assist yung pinakikita natin doon. Tapos sa third quarter, Jonathan Gray adding on. He had spurts of nice shooting in this game. Gets the foul as well on Troy Malilin. Going to the line for the bonus after that. Then RJ Barrientos just putting on a show. Didn't matter. Small guy, big guy in front of him. Bitaw, pasok na naman para kay RJ. On the other side, Abu Tratter tried his best to have his team try to come back.
And you look at this shot of Dumont and Abu Tratter finding himself open, showing everyone that he can hit that perimeter J.
Pero natapos ang third quarter, ganyan pa rin lamang ng Ginebra. 16 points, 12 minutes remaining. Could Blackwater stage a comeback or some sort of rally? Abarientos says, wag na kayo muna, magulo. Another three-pointer from him, extending the lead. At the 9-minute mark, Japet comes in, gets his 1 dunk a game. On that nice entry pass, sliding to the hoop si Japet doon. Tapos hindi lang si Japet Aguilar ang Aguilar na nakashoot sa game na ito. Pero hindi naman dunk yung ginawa ni Raymond. Raymond comes off the bench, gets the crowd excited, nag-iyawan ng crowd. Tapos coach, nagpakita na.
Tapos ito na nga, yung crowd favorite na si Raymond Aguilar. Dinukot pa sa kabila. And look at Justin Brownlee, very happy with the contribution of Raymond Aguilar. And at the end of 48 minutes, Barangay Ginebra back-to-back wins for them. A 19-point win against Blackwater.